Hi everyone, my name is Otis. You're welcome to Talents Academy. But before I get started, I just want to say thank you to all of you that have subscribed to my YouTube channel. But if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please just hit the subscribe button and the notification button so that you get an alert when we release our new video. So I have a very interesting topic for you today. That is how to use the Yoast SEO plugin to optimize your site and appear on the first page of Google and other search engines. Are you a website owner or a blogger that you've been overwhelmed and your site is buried among the thousands and millions of sites that finds its way on the internet? But today, I'm going to walk you through how to use the Yoast SEO plugin to optimize your site and appear on the first page of Google and other search engines. So in this tutorial, I will walk you through how to use Yoast plugin to get on first page of Google and other search engines. So investing more time in optimizing your website, blog, using Yoast plugin is worth the effort to increase your chances of ranking above your competitors and keeping your search engine result position on Google and other search engine. So if you are using WordPress, I've just logged into my WordPress. You go into this plugin section if you have not downloaded the Yoast plugin. So you go here and click add new. So it takes you where you have the keyword. You get to this point here, you type in the Yoast plugin. So you hit enter. So it's going to pull that out for you. So this is the Yoast plugin, which is is already active. So if this is your first time of uploading this plugin, so it's going to show you the sign install now. So what you do is to hit the install button. So when after installing, then you now activate your plugin. Once you activate that plugin, it shows up on all the pages of your website or your blog. So it helps you to measure your content. You can track how how your web pages are measuring. It shows you, gives you the score. So it helps you to fully optimize your web pages. So I'm just going to go into my main site and look at a page that I have not optimized. So this website is actually for this purpose. So for this tutorial, so I'm going to look at one of those pages. I'm going to walk through how to boost your website, local SEO. So okay, it doesn't matter. Let's choose this article and see if it has been optimized. So this is my WordPress web page. So I'm going here. So once I come in here, so the next thing is to edit the post so that it gives me access to the back office where I can use the Yoast plugin, the features of the Yoast plugin. So once you hit edit post, so it takes you into this. This is my back end. So this is the content that I have in my back end. So now this is the content. I'm just going, you're going to scroll down. So the Yoast plugin normally show close to your footer. So this is the Yoast plugin, like I just said. So we're here now at the Yoast plugin. So the reason I'm recommending the Yoast plugin is because it is easy to use, especially if you are newbie or beginners. So it draws your attention of how your site pages show on search engines. So with Yoast plugin, you can get on track with optimizing your content, your web pages, with the readability analysis and the SEO analysis that I'm going to touch briefly in this tutorial. So this is the SEO. This is just the core, the foundation of your optimization. So the SEO, that word, that three-letter words, that the S stand for search and E stand for engine and O stand for optimization. So what that means is that you're trying to put your effort to you're trying to make your site show up on search engines or Google. So that's what that stands. So is a kind of analytical feature, and also a tool that I will say that help in optimizing your content with focused keyword phrases to rank in search engine result pages. It is also important to note that entering a key phrases entering a key or a focus key phrase does not guarantee your ranking with search engine, because if it is not relevant with your content, with your page, so it's not going to help your ranking, or it's not going to boost your ranking. So what I'm just going to advise is that evaluate your content with a specific relevant keywords that is relevant to the service, the product, or whatever you've written on that particular page. That's what this SEO stand for. So, and I'm going to talk about the readability. So once I'm done with that, then we can move into the other features. So for you to really understand how this works, especially if you are a newbie, this is very, very important for you to pay attention here, because this is the core, the foundation of your website. If you really want to show on search engine, you want to appear on the first page of Google, so it require your time, and it requires just for you to invest that little time and resources to make sure that you the foundation, you get the SEO fund, your on page SEO foundation right. That's why it's very, very important. So everything that we're going to touch here is going to help boost your ranking and your visibility on the internet. So I'm talking about the readability. So we're going to go, I'm going to walk you through each of those features. Then when talking about the readability, so how readable is your content? One of the first step in optimizing your post or your content is making sure that users are able to read the content. So your content is actually for your audience. You're writing content for your audience, and most people make the mistake and thinking that I'm writing for search engine. No, you're writing for your audience, because they are the reason why you are blogging. They are the reason you're offering the services that you've chosen to offer. And if the audience are the reason, so it is also very important that whatever content you are putting out there, make it as simple as possible, that they are able to read it. Remember, the content is the key. So make sure that that when they are reading it, there's no difficulty, the sentence are not fragmented, they understand everything that you're talking about. So that's when we talked about the readability, and that's one of what the Yoast SEO, that's one of the importance of Yoast SEO, because it's going to highlight, you see the red button if it didn't meet up to that Google expectation or that search engine expectation. So it's going to highlight that red. But the question is not because you can't, if it is red, doesn't actually mean that you're not getting it right, but what it's telling you that it needs an improvement. So it needs an improvement. So it helps you, this Yoast plugin help you to analyze your optimization, the things that you're doing to boost your ranking. So then I'm going to come specifically to each of this feature. So you also have the schema. You must have heard about the schema markup, which describe your web pages as a kind of a snippet of what your page is all about. It helps the search engine understand how your content is structured and how your website is structured. So you can change it. You can change the default setting of how you want it. So we're going to, this is actually we call this is social SEO, and your social, the social, how you are interacting with the social network, because that also boosts your SEO. So when you're linking to the search engine, when you're linking to other social media, so like Facebook, you have Twitter, you have other social media. So it comes here, you can insert it, you can write a bit description how you want it to show on social media. So we're going to start with the SEO. We are starting with the SEO. So under the SEO here, we're starting with we talked about the keyword phrase. So this keyword phrase, or the key phrase, The key phrase here is a subheading, or not really a subheading, is a prominent part of your content or your article, because it tells, it's just how your site advertises its content to the outside world, to the general public. So that's why it is important for you to make it very, very clear. So, and you need to mention your keyword phrase often enough. You have to mention it as much as possible, but not overdo it in your text, just to create that balance. So, because like I said, this is how your site advertises itself to the general public or to your target audience. So make sure that your keyword phrase is distributed throughout your content or throughout your text. So this Google preview is just telling you how your content, or how the snippet, or the what we call the synopsis of your website, how it shows in search engine result pages like Google. So Google, this is a kind of a preview. Whatever thing you're doing here, this is how your prospective visitors, prospective customers, prospective clients, this is how it's going to show. So that is why it is very, very important when you are writing when you're writing into this blog. And we're going to call it, this is called snippet, an overview of what your site is all about. So for us to change the wordings here, and this is the title, so we're going to click edit the snippet. So it comes like this: the title, which is here, then your page, the separator is you might decide to put a kind of a single line, like I put here dash. That's what the separator is all about. So then the site title, I just put my website name. So it's whatever thing you're comfortable with. So here, but your title is very, very important, because the essence of the title is just it allows you to add a word that can trigger your visitors from Google to click on your website. So once you're doing it, you're looking at what are the searchers' intent? What are they likely going to put in the browser that will bring them to your website? So that's one of those most important things that you have to research. So you can go on Google, like this is how to boost your website local SEO. I can just put it here to know how others are doing, how to boost your local SEO. So know what competitors are doing. So it gives you a kind of different things, how to do. You can look at it, read it, go through it, and come up with a nice meta description. Like this, the basis of search engine optimization. So it's entirely up to you how you want your prospective audience, how you want them to see, how you want your audience to see the kind of services that you're offering on this particular page. Because every page, like I said, is a destination page, depending on what you are offering on that page. That's how I see it. So I pay attention to every page on my website. So that's why the meta description. So once you're done, you can close it, you can leave it. So here also, it is important for you to do, just keep it between you can take up to 300 words for your meta description. So try to make it 160 words. You can make it between 160. So make here between 160. So that will be good. So once you're done with that, you can move into to check your scores. This space is very, very important. Sometimes it is overwhelming. Don't be frustrated when you see the reds. So it's telling you what to do. So I'm just going to spend a little time here in explaining this. Outbound links. So because every page, try as much as possible to create an outbound links. So outbound link is your site linking to whichever site you can link to. What is, let's say when you're building, is part of that link building. I can link to, I'm linking to Yep, Google My Business, I'm linking to Foursquare. So you can do that. As this, it helps your ranking. So once you do that, let's just try one to see. So you see this red here, the advanced links will move down, and it will increase our ranking here. So let's try one of the advanced links to see how those features move. So I can just use any page here. Let's say Google search. I'm going to link it. I assume that website. Let me just do this: www.domaincode.com. Love domain code. They're my web host and registrar. So that's why I like them. They've been awesome. Do a great job. I call them middle of the night. They're there for me. So let's see the movement. So you see the outbound link, so it moves from here. So the problem reduced. So this is telling you that you still have more 3 problems to solve. So we'll talk about the internal links, because these are the foundations for your on-page optimization. Let's see how we can link our internal pages within our website. Don't worry, I'm going to remove all this. I'm going to link to Otalium's Academy. So this is internal linking within your page or your pages. So it also improve your ranking. I'll put SEO. Let's see. I'm going to do that, SEO. So let's see if it moves. Internal link, SEO on the page. That's generic. Let's see. Let's try our luck. So internal link. So the problem has reduced to 2. So you see that we are moving along our optimization funnel. So what this is telling you, the keyword spread. This is one of those reasons why Yoast plugin is very, very nice. It's very, very good. It just helps you. It tells you what to do, and it explains it there. So it's telling you that no focus keyword phrase was set for this page. So what do? I'm going to go here, the focus page. Let's go to where do I have the keyword focus phrase? Is here. So let's try anything. I don't have to internal links. I just put internal links. Oh no, that's not the page. Website local SEO. Sorry. So it must be relevant to the page, or else you're not going to score anything here. So still telling me it's not too strong keyword phrase, but let's see if it moves. So it does move. So keyword phrase introduction. So that was good. So we're moving. So you still have 2 problems. So meta description. So I'm not just doing, I can just cut anything here and just put it just to let you know how it works. So please don't steal somebody's content. This is just for tutorial. This is just for this tutorial. So that's it. So you see my score keep moving. So it's just as simple as that. It's moved to 3. Everything is good. So this keyword phrase title, the exact match of the keyword phrase appears in the title, but not at the beginning. So you can actually do is telling us that this title appears here, only appears, it didn't appear at the beginning. So this is telling you how Google algorithm index website, how they rank website. So what does that mean? So I can start with my local SEO. I can start that from the beginning of my title. That's what that is telling me. So you can actually fix that. I'm just doing this just because of this. So let's look at it. Your SEO title width. It said the text content contains about 600 words, 685 words, which is good. So then site title width is good. So everything look good here. That's why it's showing green for me. So for those of you who are using WordPress, you can check this out. This is very, very good. So now I am done with my SEO feature on this Yoast plugin. So I'm already scoring 11, which is a good result. So I just have one problem to fix. So keyword phrases and subheading. So I just gonna add more keyword phrases. So you see here, I can add more keyword phrases. Okay, so because I'm not using the paid one, so if you're using the paid one, so you can actually add more keyword phrases. So that will also help this to move. So my SEO is already, analysis is already scoring me green. Good job. So that's telling me that I've done a great job. So if I have the premium, I can also add this. So I'm good with the score now. So I'm going to move into the readability. So we're going into the readability. So you want to have the problem. So we're going to go through these features. So the first step, one of the step in optimizing your post or your content is actually making sure that your content, they are readable by your audience, by a specific audience. So since uh, one of the areas of SEO is that, or one part of your ranking, or is that I just want you to have it at the back of your mind that content is indeed king. So because that's the only way that your users, your audience will understand the kind of services that you are offering to the general public. So here we're going to focus on readability score. So you're going to see some of these indices here, some of these features here, like the flash reading ease, like the sentence length. So 31.7% of the sentence contains more than 20 words, which is more than the recommended maximum of 20%. So what does that mean? So our sentence, we have to make it as short as possible with 20 words. So every 20 words, you can just put your dot, make sure that your sentences are not too long. So that could also impact on your SEO. So these are things that the search engines are looking for, because all this factor enhances your user experience. So that's for the sentence. Then the flash reading is so it's telling me that the copy that I have here, it contains scores about 59.7 in the test, which is considered fairly difficult to read. That's what I'm just telling. But I don't have content on that, so I said it's fairly difficult to read. So that's why the readability is very, very important. So whatever content you're putting in there, in that block, in your optimization process, because that's what the customers are going to see, make sure that it is readable, make sure that it is simple, and the customers understand what you're writing about. So, and make sure that the sentences are short. The shorter the better. So so that's what we're saying. Consider fair to read. Then the passive voice. So which is also passive voice actually separate you from the reader. So passive voice separate you from the reader, but you want your voice to be active, which is much more engaging. If you're using the active voice, it is much more engaging. So try to move away from passive voice. Just go straight to the point and make sure that you are hitting the bull's eyes when it comes to your content, especially what you're displaying there. Make sure your first paragraph and everything are instructive enough. So and so that's it. So if it is passive, that's not so without any passive. If your content has the passive voice, that actually can impact you a little bit, but I try to make it very, very active. So then the transition words, only 29% of the sentence contains transition word. So it's just actually telling me what I have not really done well on my optimization process. So then consecutive sentence, I think that's fair enough. Subheading distribution, that's good. My paragraph length, none of the paragraph lengths are too long, so which is good. I love that. My paragraphs are not too long, so that's good. So what happened, I pay attention when you look at these core values. So don't just leave it there. Just go back to your content and make sure that you fix all this problem. It's very, very important. Make sure you fix it. So, and you see how each of these steps impact on your SEO. So that's for the schema. We're going to look at this the schema you've heard about. If you're conversant with your SEO, you'll be hearing about the schema markup. That's the structure of your website. So because it helps the search engine understand your website layout, your content, and your website layout. So you can change it at any point in time because it shows or it shows how your site is, your title, your meta description is displayed to search engines. So, or in other words, it gives an idea of how your site will appear in the search engine result pages. So that's what it shared. That snippet. Let's just go here so you understand what I'm talking about. These are the snippet. This is what the your audience, your target audience are seeing. And it should, remember, it should be, you should write it in such a way that, using the active voice. So not that passive voice is not, but if it is passive voice, you have to reduce it as much as possible. This is the title description. This is the meta description, which is a snippet of what your site is all about. So I'm going back to this. So we've done that, and let's see. So that is simple. So you can control that using here. Then your social Facebook preview. So this you can actually control how you want your content, your website to be shown on Facebook, especially if you've created an account and what you want to display on the Facebook, your Facebook description, in case search engine is crawling that and they want to index it. Make sure that you're writing, giving the highlight of what your business is all about. Remember the rules. Make your sentence short. Don't let it go when it's over 20 words. Please try to shorten it. So that's it. So Twitter and every other social media you can begin to add. You have Twitter, you can add more. So that's the about the SEO plugin, and I'm just coming to the end of this tutorial, and I believe that someone have learned something today, and I encourage you to visit our website and read more about SEO. We have different videos on YouTube. Visit us on YouTube at Totaliums Academy. We'll have different videos that talked about different SEO. And also if you also want to read, you can also go to Amazon, and we'll have some ebooks there, like the ultimate guide to on-page SEO. It's very, very simplified. It's going to walk you through everything that you need to do. It gives you an in-depth analysis of what Google is expecting from your website. So coming to the end of this tutorial again. Sorry. So I just want to say thank you for listening to this tutorial and for watching us, and I just want to say thank you. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, please just hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you get alert when we release a new video. So I say thank you for watching again. Have a great day.